Hello, friends. Welcome to today's football analysis and predictions on BetCraft. Yesterday we were unable to come up with videos yesterday. As a result of logistic problem, and we were unable to come up with predictions. We apologize for not showing up yesterday. But meanwhile, we talk about our last predictions that in the past 2 days we saw a lot of success in that very prediction. So almost all the games coming up to fruition, except for Union Galloso played a 2-0 win against Club Brugge. And but in that game, we predicted the outcome to be over 2.5. But apart from that, the entire games that was predicted, were all successful. We saw a lot of boom here and there. So congratulations to all those of us, and kudos to those of us that stick to the predictions and won that day. Okay, that being said, remember we give you a lot of value in this very channel, and the best you can do, try to subscribe so that each time we make this analysis and predictions, you get notified on your device so that you don't miss out on these, predictions. Our predictions these days are, almost 100%, and where else can you get such a 100% prediction? Where else can you see that? Okay, but all right, that's that. We head into the business of the day, and today we have some predictions made to make up for our lost ground yesterday. So today, the first game that we have for you is a Serie A game where we have Lazio coming up against AC Milan in Serie A. You can look, as usual, look at how the two teams have fared in the past 20 and also how they fared in the past 5 games. That would determine the form they're having at the moment. So looking at the past 20, we'll see that AC Milan have been able to win. Lazio have won 11 out of the past 20. They have had two draws, and they've also have had 7 losses. While on the other hand, AC Milan have managed 12 wins, 3 draws, and 5 losses in the past 20 games. And seeing the goals scored, we see that AC Milan have scored 43, but have conceded 28, while the home side Lazio have scored 24, but also have conceded 20 goals in the past 20 games they have played. Okay, and looking at the past 5, we'll see that Lazio have won 3 in the past 5 games. They are also losing 2 in the past 5 games, while AC Milan, on the other hand, have won 2 and lost 2, and are drawing 1 in the past 5 games they've had so far. And bringing all of this together, the verdict for this very encounter uh, is an over 1.5 goals. We're going to see at least 2 goals coming up in this very encounter. Okay, going to the next. The next is in German Bundesliga, where we have Freiburg coming up against Bayern Munich. Okay, Freiburg is ranked 9 and Munich is ranked 2nd in the Bundesliga at the moment. And we looked at the past 20, and also the recent game that they have played. We'll see that in the past 20, the home side Freiburg have managed 8 wins, 5 draws, and 7 losses, while the away side have seen 12 wins, 2 draws, and 6 losses. Okay, and looking at how they fared in the recent past, we'll see that Freiburg have managed 1 win, 2 draws, 2 losses, while Bayern Munich, have also managed 2 wins and have had 2 losses, including that shocking loss against Lazio and Bochum. Okay, okay. In this game, I believe they want to, continue to, be in the winning, put their best and go back to the winning track. And in this very encounter, our verdict is an over 2.5 goals. We're going to see at least 3 goals coming up in this very encounter. And going on to the next game we'll have is also in German Bundesliga 2. That is the second division in German game, where Schalke 04 will be coming up against St. Pauli. And St. Pauli is ranked number 1 in that division, and Schalke 04 is 14 at the moment. And we're looking at the 20 games that both teams have played. We'll see that the home side Schalke 04 have managed 8 wins, 2 draws, and 10 losses, while the away side have seen 12 wins and 6 draws and 2 losses in the past 20 games they've had so far. And looking at the recent run of form, we'll see that Schalke 04 have been able to win 2 games in the past 5, and they've also had 3 losses in the past 5 games, while St. Pauli, on the other hand, have been able to manage 3 wins in the past 5, and have had 1 loss and one draw in the past 5 games they've had so far. And bringing all of this together, bringing all of that together, we expect St. Pauli to come up with some sort of result in that very encounter. It is St. Pauli to win in that very encounter. That's our verdict. And going to the next game that we have for you, it is in Dutch League, Dutch Second Division, where we have Imen coming up against William too. And in this very encounter, also we looked at the past 20. We'll see that the home side have been able to manage 6 wins. They've also had 3 draws and 11 losses, while the away side, have been able to manage 13 wins, 4 draws and 6 losses in the past 20 games I've had so far. And looking at the recent past, we'll say that the home side have managed 1 win and 3 losses and then 1 draw. But the away side have seen 2 wins, 1 loss, and 2 draws in the past 20 games in the past 5 games that played. And in this very encounter, we came to the conclusion that the expectation for this very game is a minimum of over 2.5 goals in this very encounter. Okay, going to the next game that we have, it is in Peru, where Tama will be coming up against Alliance Lima. Okay, looking at the past 20 for both teams, we see that the home side have managed 8 wins, 9 draws, and 3 losses, while the away side have seen 13 wins, 5 draws, and 2 losses in the past 20 games they've had. And looking at the recent run of form, the home side have seen just 1 win in the past 5 games. They have seen 2 draws and 2 losses also. And the away side, Alianza have managed 4 wins out of 5, only losing 1 time on 1 occasion to Universitario on that, out of that 5 games I've played. So it is 4 wins for them in the past 5 games. So the verdict in this very encounter is the away side to come up with the scores in this very encounter. Away win. That's our verdict for this very game. And the next that we have for you is in Polish Second Division, where we have the GKS Tai coming up against the Aka Junior. Okay, the name is so hard to pronounce. But looking at the past 20 games for both sides, we see that both have seen 11 wins and 2 draws and 7 losses. The other side have seen 11 wins, 3 draws, and 6 losses in the past 20 games I've had. And looking at how they fared in the last 5 games, the home side have seen 3 wins out of 5. They have had 1 loss and 1 draw, and the away side have seen 2 wins and 3 losses in the past 5 games. And the away side also have seen over 2.5 coming up in all the last games I've played, not the last 5 games I've played, and the home side I've seen over 1.5 almost in all the last 5 games I've played. And the verdict for this very encounter is at least to see a minimum of 2 goals in this very encounter. The verdict is over 1.5 goals in this encounter. And in the next game that we have, it is in Portugal, where we have Chavez coming up against Arauca. Okay, Chavez is ranked 17. Arauca is ranked 7 at the moment in the Portuguese league. And if we look at the past 20, we see that the home side have had 4 wins, 7 draws, and 9 losses, while the away side, have seen 9 wins, 2 draws, and 9 losses also. And we look at the recent past, we'll see that in the past 5 games, Chavez have managed 1 win and 3 draws, and also having 1 loss in the past 5 games. But the away side have seen 4 wins and 1 draw in the past 5 games I've played so far. And in this encounter, not spending so much time, we brought all of this together. We expect the away side to win or draw. Arauca to win or draw. That's our verdict for this very game. And the next, which is also the last game that we have for you today, is in Morocco, where we have Shabab Mohammedia, coming up against FUS Rabat. Okay, the home team is ranked 12th, and our team is ranked 3rd in the Moroccan league. And we look at how they fared in the past 20. We see that the home side have had 6 wins, 4 draws, and 10 losses, while the away side have seen 8 wins, 8 draws, and also had 4 losses in the past 20 games. And looking at how they fared in recent times, we see that the home side have managed 1 win and 3 losses, and also having 1 draw in the past 5 games ahead. But the away side have seen 3 wins and 2 draws in the past 5 games they've had so far. So looking at all of this, we'll come to the conclusion that the away side is the side much more fancied to see results in this very encounter. It is away side to win. That's our verdict for this very game. And that brings our predictions for today to an end, and we hope that we'll see green just as we saw the last previous days. And I wish you the best of luck. And I also want to remind you that if it's the first time that you come across our video, remember to subscribe so that each time we make these videos, you always get notified so you do not miss out on our games. Okay, thank you so much, and hope to see you again tomorrow. Tomorrow is a big day. It's Saturday. We're going to have a lot of predictions coming up tomorrow. So hope to see you. Until then, keep winning.